Hello and good morning, grade 6. How are you all? Hope you will be safe and sound at your homes and doing well. This is your history class, and in this class, we will read chapter 1 Civilizations of the Ancient World Mesopotamia. Students, do you know about the subject history? What is the definition of history? Students, the study of past events, particularly in human affairs, is called history. So, in this subject, we will read about the events of the past and especially those relating to a particular place. For this purpose, we will read chapter 1 about the civilization Mesopotamia. Ancient Mesopotamia refers where humans first formed civilizations. It was here that people first gathered in large cities, learned to write, and created governments. For this reason, Mesopotamia is often called the cradle of civilization. The heart of Mesopotamia lies between the two rivers in southern Iraq. The land there is fertile and there is plenty of water around the major two rivers to allow for irrigation and farming. In addition to farming and cities, ancient Mesopotamian societies developed irrigation, temples, poetry, early system of banking and credit, property ownership, and the first codes of law. Clear, students? I think you have understood a lot about the first civilization, Mesopotamia. Now you are supposed to open page number 2, chapter 1, Civilizations of the Ancient World, Mesopotamia. We will start reading together. Students, first of all, I'll tell you about civilization. Civilization is the society, culture, and way of life of a particular area. Civilization means the society, culture, and way of life of a particular area. And ancient. Ancient means belonging to the very distant past and no longer in existence. Ancient means belonging to the very distant past and no longer in existence. And what is Mesopotamia? Students, the word Mesopotamia is formed from the ancient words meso, meaning between or in the middle of, and potamus, meaning river. The word Mesopotamia is formed from the ancient words meso, meaning between or in the middle of, between or in the middle of, and potamus, meaning river. Situated in the fertile valleys between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. The region is now home to modern-day Iraq, Kuwait, Turkey, and Syria. The modern world is influenced by some great civilizations which existed thousands of years ago and are said to be the foundations of human culture. Civilization began when humans started to build cities, used agriculture to feed the population, domesticated animals. Domesticated of an animal keep as a pet or on a farm. Created a writing system and learned how to make pottery. Pottery pours dishes made of fired clay and to use metals to make utensils. Utensils are tools, containers used for household chores, and we can say we use at our homes. Tools and weapons. These civilizations began mostly around river valleys and were agriculture based. Their buildings, poetry, ideas, and cultural effects are part of people's lives today. So, students, from the first paragraph, we gather information about the first and modern civilizations, how they settled along with the river. You can say they settled on the bank of river so that they could get water to irrigate their fields and grow different kinds of crops to survive, to feed themselves. Along with the irrigation system, along with the agriculture system, they developed different professions also. They were expert in poetry, ideas, cultural effects. They were experts how to make utensils, how to make tools and modern weapons to survive, to spend their lives easily with comforts. Understand, students? Now come to the second paragraph. In the subcontinent of India, the Indus Valley civilization matched other civilizations such as that of Egypt on the river Nile, Rome along the river Tiber, Persia in the Iranian plateau, and China along the Yellow River or Huang He area. The ancient Greek civilization, which grew around the Aegean Sea, is considered by historians as the foundation of Western civilization by influencing its language, politics, educational systems, philosophy, the study of reality, the study of facts, art, and architecture. The earliest civilization is in South America is Norte Chico in the northern coastal region of Peru. Peru is a country in South America. At the foot of the Andes Mountains. Andes Mountains are among the world's largest mountains range. It existed from 9000 to 1800 BCE and was mainly and agricultural society. Students, BC stands for before the common or current era. BCE stands for before the common or current era. From this paragraph, we come to know about different civilizations that are Indus Valley civilization existed on the bank of the river Indus, and this civilization is similar to Egypt on the river Nile, Rome along the river Tiber. Tiber is the third longest river in Italy. Persia in the Iranian plateau and China along the Yellow River. And other ancient Greek civilization which grew around the Aegean Sea, and this is considered as the foundation of Western civilizations. These were modern civilizations, and through these civilizations we learn about language, politics, educational system, philosophy, art and architecture. Students, if you see page number 2, and in the beginning, in the corner, you can see the study of ancient history shows that the world's major civilizations have developed near important rivers such as the Indus in the Indian subcontinent, the Nile in Egypt, the Tigris and Euphrates in Iraq, and the Yellow River in China. So now you are clear about this civilization, and you have understood why this happened, why did they prefer to settle on the bank of the river. The Olmecs 1600 to 400 BCE, and Mayas 2600 BCE to 400 CE were both part of the Mesoamerican civilization and inhabited the area of Mexico and the strip of land that joins North and South America. Students, Olmecs were the earliest known major Mesoamerican civilization. And Mexico is a country in the southern portion of North America. Their artifacts, objects made by human beings. Their artifacts reveal, tell, show. Sculptures, work of art that is a solid figure or object made by shaping wood, stone, clay, metal, etc. Their artifacts reveal sculptures carved, cut or design in stone and jade. Jade is also a type of stone. And structures such as temples and pyramids. Pyramids are monumental structure with a square or triangular base and sloping sides that meet in a point at the top. You can see pyramids in Egypt. All civilizations depended on agriculture for survival. All civilizations depended on agriculture for survival, as I have told you in the beginning of the lesson. Use of irrigation and crop rotation yielded produce surplus food which could be stored. Surplus, excess food, extra. Thus, in early civilizations, people were not only farmers but could work as artisans, craftsmen, priests. Priests, or you can say priest, is a person, usually a man, who has been trained to perform religious duties in the Christian church, especially the Roman Catholic, and priestesses, soldiers, and government officials. So we can see that uh, people were expert in different arts. They were priests, they were soldiers, they were government officers. So, students, this is your lesson for today. I hope you have understood about the civilization of Mesopotamia. So, you are required to read page number 2 and 3 thoroughly and understand the terms which has been explained to you. Thank you for listening.